What's up, everyone? It's Kid DC Wrestling back at it again with your January 14th, 2022 edition of Friday Night Smackdown. Now, before I get into the Smackdown review, man, a few things I want to say. First, I want to apologize, man, for being such a late review. My sis had 3 games that she had to cheer tonight, and let's just say that we got home a little late than expected. But luckily, man, I had my phone on me, so I was able to watch SmackDown while I was at the game. But yeah, that is the reason why this review is so late, because by the time we got home, like SmackDown and even Rampage was way over. So yeah. Also, man, my Q&A, man, my 500 subscriber Q&A, it has been edited, it's been recorded, it is set. All I got to do is just upload it, and it's going to be uploaded tomorrow around I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 o'clock. So be on the lookout for that. But obviously, man, the main segment of the show tonight was the Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns face-to-face segment. But we kicked things off, man, with the Usos coming out. They're they introduced the Fatal 4-Way match to determine the next challengers, which leads to the first match of the night being the #1 contenders Fatal 4-Way tag team match. Playa, the Viking Raiders versus Los Luthores versus Zara and Mansoor taking on Jinder Mahal and Shanky. I thought this was a pretty good tag team match. Really good stuff for the most part. You know, the Viking Raiders winning was really cool to see. Obviously, man, I think the Viking Raiders would be a really good challenge for the Usos. I don't know if we've seen that match before, but if we haven't, it should be a good one. Viking Raiders, we all know, you know, they're a pretty good, talented tag team. So this should be a good tag team match for the SmackDown tag team titles. Okay, so we get Sami Zayn coming out. He's still bringing up his little stink with Johnny Knoxville. Talks about that Johnny Knoxville is actually great because he's officially entering the Royal Rumble, and he thinks Knoxville can do anything Zayn can, but he can't. So Zayn was just knocking down Johnny Knoxville. And he was doing a little spot where, with the shopping cart, like the stars from the show that Johnny Knoxville will be in. I'm not going to say because it's not family friendly. But this all leads to Rick Boogs coming out and the Intercontinental Championships coming out. They're beating up Sami Zayn, and that's how the segment ends. So I thought it was a pretty good segment, pretty entertaining with Sami Zayn, good stuff all around. And, yeah, good way for Shinsuke and Rick to shut up the mouth of Sami Zayn. Now, we get Natalya coming out, man. We get Natalya and Aaliyah. This is Aaliyah's first singles debut tonight. She's nervous, but Natalya's like, oh, well, who cares? I'm going to beat you tonight because you see this Guinness Book of World Records, I won a lot. I did a lot, okay? Like, I won the most matches of any woman of WWE history. I have the most matches of any woman in WWE history. I have the most pay-per-view matches. And I'm going to sit off for another record tonight when I beat you in 3.8 seconds. And it goes that way, but not the way Natalya wants it, because Aaliyah beats Natalya. And yeah, that came out of nowhere. But that's good, man. I hope this leads to more from Aaliyah, man, because WWE, man, they need to start using their women more. I hope girls like Shotzi too, because Sasha's injured. She's gonna be out for a while. I don't even think she's gonna even be in the Rumble. So they need to start using more women, because you can't just rely on Charlotte and Naomi and Sonya, if you know what I mean. You're gonna have to use them other women. And trust me, WWE, you know what I mean? And I would say Toni Storm, but we all know where she's at. So, Speaking of women, man, we come Lita coming out, man. Lita's like, I'm home. It's good to be home. I thought that I was fully satisfied with my career until recently, because I never got a chance to compete in the Royal Rumble, because the Women's Royal Rumble was obviously not a thing when I was around. But Lita feels like she still has one more run in her, so she has a plan to win the Royal Rumble match in the main event, WrestleMania 38. Out comes Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champ. She's like, Lita, you're good, but you're not the queen. Woo! And it's funny how you brought up her best friend, former rival Trish Stratus, because I beat Trish Stratus at SummerSlam 2019, forcing her to retire. So, yeah, and this leads to obviously Lita beating up Charlotte, which was really cool to see because, you know, Lita's a legend, wrestling business, one of the pioneers. And yeah, that was a pretty good segment, man. Pretty good segment. Really cool to see Lita back. And yeah, that was a pretty good segment. All right, we get Sheamus versus Ricochet. You know, Sheamus trying to get his revenge for Rich Holland after what Ricochet did to Rich Holland for breaking his nose at day one. This was a solid match for the most part, man, but Ricochet runs to a big bro kick in the end, and Sheamus gets the win. So, you know, good thing for Sheamus. Okay, so we get, you know, Naomi, you know, Sonya and Adam Pearce and stuff like that backstage. Obviously, this leads to Naomi getting another shot against Flair in a championship contenders match, which will happen next week. We get Kofi Kingston versus Madcap Moss. Of course, for those who don't know, man, Xavier Woods is unfortunately injured. So, sucks for him, man. Hope he gets well soon. But, yeah, man, you know, him and Madcap Moss go on to have a pretty solid match. But Madcap Moss gets the win here, so it looks like they're going in really heavy for Madcap Moss heading into the Royal Rumble. The big segment of the night was Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Obviously, man, they've been building this up face-to-face promos throughout the night during their Shield days, WrestleMania 31, Heist of the Century, and all that good stuff, man. You know, Rollins is like Reigns, like, you're not good. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not good. And then, like, I'm going to beat you. Every time we face off, I beat you. And then Reigns is like, dude, like, why you keep talking about the past, man? You must be sleeping under a rock because I'm in God mode, bro. I'm the head of the table. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the provider. I'm the greatest of this generation. No questions asked. I'm the greatest universal champ, which is a fact. All these are fact, by the way, which makes me the greatest to ever do it. If I wanted to challenge someone, I could have challenged someone like in your household. You know what I mean? Like if I wanted to headline the Royal Rumble with a megastar, I would have chose Becky Lynch, which is dope by Reigns. And Usos come out, they try to get Rollins, but Rollins scams away. So it seems like they're making Rollins kind of into like, I know people are saying Rollins is babyface, but to me it seems like he's still like tweener a little bit. You know what I mean? So babyface and a heel, not fully on babyface or fully on heel. So yeah. Anyways, this is a great segment, man. Roman Reigns cut a great promo. Rollins cut a great promo. This just gives me more really excited for their match at the Royal Rumble, man. They're shaping up to be a really good show. So that was my SmackDown review tonight, man. Again, man, sorry for the late review. Trust me, hopefully this won't happen, you know, every single week. But for tonight's case, it did. So again, I apologize. And so, yeah.